Welcome to your channel, Science Facts. Today we're diving into some of the weirdest facts about the human body that you probably didn't know. Get ready to be amazed by the incredible machine you live in every single day. We're talking about the science of you. From your head to your toes, inside and out, the human body is a wonderland of strange and fascinating processes. So strap yourselves in, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the weird and wonderful world of your own anatomy. Let's get started. All right, science fans, let's talk about your stomach. It's a pretty tough customer, right? It breaks down all the food you eat, from pizza to pineapples. But have you ever wondered how it doesn't digest itself in the process? I mean, think about it. It's filled with powerful acids that can break down almost anything. You wouldn't want to take a bath in that stuff. So how does your stomach protect itself? Well, it's got a super cool trick up its sleeve, a mucus lining. But this isn't just any ordinary mucus. This stuff is seriously heavy duty. It's constantly being produced by cells in the stomach lining, and it acts like a protective barrier between the acid and the stomach wall. Think of it like a suit of armor for your stomach, shielding it from the corrosive power of those digestive juices. But here's the really wild part. This mucus lining isn't a one-time deal. Nope, your stomach is constantly renewing it. In fact, your stomach gets a brand new mucus lining every few days. That's right, the cells lining your stomach are constantly hard at work, shedding old mucus and replacing it with fresh new protection. It's like a never-ending conveyor belt of stomach-saving slime. Now you might be thinking, Bill, why does my stomach need to replace its lining so often? That's a great question. You see, the stomach's environment is incredibly harsh. Those digestive acids are no joke, and they take a toll on the mucus lining. Over time, the mucus starts to break down and lose its effectiveness. That's why it's so important for your stomach to constantly replenish its supply. This incredible process of renewal is just one of the many ways your body keeps itself running smoothly. It's a testament to the amazing power of evolution and the incredible complexity of even the seemingly simplest processes in our bodies. So next time you grab a bite to eat, take a moment to appreciate the incredible self-digesting, self-protecting wonder that is your stomach. Okay, everyone, get ready to have your minds blown, because we're about to talk about bones. You might think bones are just these dry, brittle things, but let me tell you, they're anything but boring. In fact, your bones are absolute marvels of engineering, and they're way tougher than you might think. Believe it or not, pound for pound, your bones are stronger than steel. Yes, you heard that right. The very framework that holds you upright and allows you to move is made of a material that's tougher than one of the strongest metals on Earth. Now, I'm not suggesting you go out and challenge a steel beam to a strength contest, but it's pretty amazing to think about, isn't it? So what makes bones so strong? Well, it all comes down to their structure and composition. Bones are made up of a composite material, which means they're made of a combination of different substances that work together to give them their incredible strength. Think of it like reinforced concrete, where steel rods are embedded in the concrete to make it extra strong. In bones, the steel rods are collagen fibers, which are strong and flexible, and the concrete is a mineral called hydroxyapatite, which is hard and rigid. This combination of flexibility and hardness is what gives bones their remarkable strength-to-weight ratio. They can withstand incredible forces without buckling under pressure. But here's the really cool part. Bones aren't just static structures. They're actually living tissues that are constantly being remodeled and rebuilt throughout your life. That means your body is constantly breaking down old bone and replacing it with new bone, kind of like a home renovation project that never ends. This process is essential for maintaining the strength and health of your bones. So how can you keep your bones strong and healthy? Well, just like any other part of your body, your bones need the right nutrients and exercise to thrive. Eating a balanced diet rich in calcium and vitamin D is crucial for strong bones. And don't forget about weight-bearing exercise. Activities like walking, running, and dancing help stimulate bone growth and keep your skeleton in tip-top shape. Remember, your bones are your body's very own internal scaffolding, providing support, protection, and allowing you to move through the world. So treat them well, and they'll continue to support you for a lifetime. Let's face it, folks, the human body is a weird and wonderful thing. We've got all sorts of strange features that make us unique in the animal kingdom. But there's one feature that often gets overlooked, a feature so subtle yet so distinctively human: the chin. That's right, the chin. Think about it for a second. Have you ever seen another animal with a chin like ours? Apes, monkeys, your pet dog or cat, none of them have a true chin. It's one of those things that seems so ordinary to us, but when you stop and think about it, it's actually quite bizarre. So why do humans have chins? Well, scientists aren't entirely sure. It's one of those evolutionary mysteries that still has researchers scratching their heads. But there are a few theories floating around. One theory suggests that chins evolved to help us with chewing. The idea is that having a bony protrusion at the front of our lower jaw provides extra support for the jaw muscles, making it easier for us to grind up tough foods. After all, we humans are pretty good at chewing, and our chins might have played a role in that. Another theory proposes that chins are all about speech. As humans evolved the ability to communicate through complex language, our jaws and throats underwent significant changes. Some scientists believe that chins may have developed as a way to counteract the stresses and strains placed on the jawbone during speech. But here's the thing about chins. They don't seem to serve any essential function. We don't need them to chew or speak. In fact, some people even have their chins surgically altered for cosmetic reasons, and it doesn't seem to affect their ability to eat or talk at all. So, are chins just a random quirk of evolution, a genetic afterthought maybe, or maybe they hold a deeper significance that we haven't quite figured out yet? Whatever the reason for their existence, chins remain a fascinating and uniquely human trait. They're a reminder that even in the 21st century, there are still mysteries hidden within the blueprint of our own bodies. Hold your breath, everyone, because we're about to dive into the amazing world of smell. Now, you might think your sense of smell isn't that big of a deal, especially compared to, say, your incredible eyesight or your amazing hearing, but let me tell you, your nose is a sensory powerhouse, capable of detecting a mind-boggling array of smells. Get this, the average human nose can distinguish between 10,000 and 1 trillion different scents. That's right, trillion with a T. To put that into perspective, that's more than the number of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. And some studies suggest that our sense of smell might even be powerful enough to detect certain illnesses, kind of like a built-in medical scanner. So how does your nose do it? How does it take in the air around you and translate it into the distinct smells of freshly baked cookies, blooming flowers, or, well, let's just say, not-so-pleasant odors? It all comes down to a tiny patch of tissue called the olfactory epithelium, which is located way up high inside your nasal cavity. This little patch of tissue is covered in millions of olfactory receptor cells, each one specially designed to detect specific odor molecules. When you breathe in, these odor molecules bind to the receptor cells, triggering a signal that's sent to your brain. Your brain then interprets these signals as different smells. But here's where things get really interesting. Your sense of smell is intimately connected to your memory and emotions. Have you ever noticed how a particular smell can instantly transport you back to a specific time and place, flooding your mind with vivid memories? That's because the part of your brain that processes smells is located right next to the areas responsible for memory and emotion. This powerful connection between smell, memory, and emotion is why certain scents can evoke such strong reactions in us. The smell of freshly cut grass might remind you of childhood summers spent playing outside, while the scent of your grandmother's perfume might bring back cherished memories of time spent with loved ones. So the next time you take a deep breath and inhale the world around you, remember that you're not just smelling with your nose, you're smelling with your brain, your memories, and your emotions. It's a complex and fascinating process that adds another layer of richness and depth to our experience of the world. All right, everyone, let's talk about something a little bit, shall we say, slippery body fat. Now, I know what you're thinking. Body fat? That's not weird. That's just, well, part of life. And you're right. To a certain extent, body fat is a normal and essential part of a healthy human body. But here's the thing about body fat. It's way more fascinating, and yes, even a little bit weird than you might think. For starters, did you know that the average human body contains enough fat to make 7 bars of soap? I know, it sounds crazy, but it's true. Of course, I'm not suggesting you try this at home. Now, before you start picturing yourself as a walking, talking soap factory, let's talk about what body fat actually is and why we need it. Body fat, or adipose tissue, is a type of connective tissue that's found throughout your body. It's made up of cells called adipocytes, which are basically tiny storage units for energy. When you consume more calories than your body needs for immediate energy, your body converts those excess calories into triglycerides, which are a type of fat, and stores them in adipocytes for later use. Think of it like your body's very own energy savings account. But body fat does more than just store energy. It also plays a vital role in insulation. Body fat acts like a layer of insulation, helping to regulate your body temperature and keep you warm in cold environments. Protection. Fat pads cushion your organs, providing protection from bumps and jolts. Hormone production. Adipose tissue produces hormones that play a role in appetite regulation, metabolism, and other important bodily functions. So as you can see, body fat is essential for our survival. But like most things in life, moderation is key. Too little body fat can be just as detrimental to our health as too much. It's all about finding that healthy balance. And remember, everyone's body is different. The amount of body fat that's healthy for one person might not be healthy for another. So instead of striving for a specific number on the scale, focus on making healthy lifestyle choices that make you feel your best. Eat a balanced diet, get regular exercise, and listen to your body. It's the only one you've got. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed these weird facts about the human body, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing content. Remember, the human body is an incredible machine full of surprises and wonders. The more we learn about how our bodies work, the more we can appreciate the incredible complexity and resilience of life itself. So, stay curious, keep exploring, and never stop asking questions about the world around you and the world inside you. See you next time.